Hello everybody! My name's Nicole and I'm going to draw my life for you guys. A lot of people have been doing it, so why not? It all started when my mom and her friend moved to the land of freedom and decided to, get nanny jobs and party and all that. But while she was there, she met my dad, who had short, weird, spiky hair and ugly clothes. But they fell in love anyway. And 10 years after that, on the 3rd of August 1995, I popped out at San Francisco Hospital. And nobody really expected me, but there I was, so. And then, 2 years later, at the same freaking hospital from the same freaking JJ comes another baby named Hannah. And we became a happy little family of 4. But when we were taking her home, she started crying and whining a lot. We thought maybe she just doesn't like the car, it's fine. But it never ever stopped. And later we just figured out that that's just how she is. She just cries a lot. But later on we became a pretty good team because we could only stand each other, so we hung out a lot, We hated everybody else, so. But I remember a couple times when I bit her finger because I was jealous that she got all the attention or something. Halloween was my favorite holiday because I got to dress up in these pretty little costumes. Like one time I was a cat, another time I was a bee, and I think I was a Furby once as well. And we lived next door to a lot of old people, so we got a lot of candy, and I think we ate too much once because I puked it all up afterwards. But, like most people, my mom and dad fell out of love a couple years ago, and me and my sister had to move with my mom back to Sweden. And I'm not fucking kidding, the flight lasted for 20 hours or something. And then we moved into this little town called Uxie because all of my mom's friends lived there. But I didn't like it there because I didn't know anybody and I talked really weird, like Swedish and English mixed. So everybody made fun of me because of my accent. But when I turned 6, it was my time to start school and I was so excited because I was going to meet people and be social and have fun and learn a lot of stuff. But I was pretty nervous to what people would think about my voice, so I sat in the back and didn't really talk to anybody. But when the boy next to me said hi, I said hi back, and it turned out he was my next door neighbor. And after that, we used to hang out every day after school and go to my house and then his house, and we'd play in the sandbox between our houses. But the only thing I disliked about my school was that there wasn't any music classes. And I loved music, I'd been playing piano for 2 years. So, when I started 4th grade, I applied for a music school and I sang for a couple of judges. And they thought it was pretty good, so I got in. And I got to learn to play a lot more instruments, like the drums and the guitar, and I got to play the piano a lot more. And on the first day of school, I was waiting in the vegetarian line for the food. And a girl gets in line behind me and she asks me, "Are you a vegetarian?" "Me too!" And that is my future middle school best friend, Miranda. But after a couple years, I got really angry and mean because I was so insecure about myself and I took it out on all my friends. So we kind of broke up our friendship for a couple of years. In 7th grade, 10 new people started in our class, and 2 of them were the best people I would ever meet. The first one was Linnea, who was this cool dark chick with dark colored hair and dark clothes, and she was just cool. The second one was Moa, who had purple glasses and multicolored socks, and she was probably the most colorful person on earth. And at the end of 9th grade, we were the closest of friends. And I think that's when I started to like myself for who I was, because I stopped being evil, and I colored my hair red, and I started liking people again. I was red, cute, and comfortable, and that was the first time I actually started liking myself for who I really was. And somewhere in between, I went to Popkolo, which was the best summer camp I have ever been to. And I met people who liked the same music as me, and we started a band together. But I was kind of tired of playing the piano, and I didn't want to sing or play guitar, so I ended up playing the drums, which then turned out to be my favorite instrument ever, and I get to bang out all my aggressions, so it's great. And then people started talking about siesta, and then that was all I ever heard. Siesta, 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 siesta! And it turned out to be this great festival, so I spent all my money to go there with my friends. And I watched 1,000 bands that I loved, and I got to live in these cute little camps with all my friends, and I was really happy. It was really fun. But then some stuff happened in our family and my mom passed away, which made me and my sister really sad. But our cousins told us that we could go live with them if we wanted to. So we moved into them and we became a big happy family. I was now 16 and had to choose what gymnasium I was going to, and of course I chose one with music. And at first I hung out with a lot of different people. But then I found this little short, kind of weird kid named Eva, who turned out to be a great friend. And she's the one in my video diary. And she is probably the most sassiest person on earth. And one day I get a phone call from my dad and he says, "You're having a little burrito baby siesta!" And she is probably the cutest thing on earth. I'm not kidding, she is like cuter than kittens. So I was hanging out with my friend one day and she decided to bring another friend to hang out with us, which was cool. She was pretty cool. And then we became friends. But then I started getting this mixed feelings and so did she, so we ended up as the cutest couple ever. And she is probably the most beautiful person alive. And that's it. You know, life is good. It has its ups and downs, of course, but I think as long as you stay positive, anything's possible. You can become anything you want and do anything you want. And right now I'm just looking forward to the summer. I'm gonna do a lot of fun stuff and just live my life to the fullest and enjoy it. The end.